Okay, so when your starter has risen to its peak, like the highest it's gonna get, or doubled in size, you can use it then, or even if it starts to sink and you start to see that, you can use it then as well. So what I do, I like to do my starter first to feed my starter first. So I'm gonna put that, and I'm gonna put it to 0, and then I'm gonna put in here 50 grams of starter, which is about that, okay? And then I will put, and it's a 1 to 2 to 2 ratio. So you can change if you want to make more. You can do 70 grams to 140 grams of water and flour. But I kind of do, standard does 50. Okay, so then I'm going to do 100 grams of water. Okay, and then I will do 100 grams of flour, and then just mix that. Okay. So then so, and then that's your next one. And then just mix it. And then you can cover it with plastic wrap or put a lid on it. I don't know, whatever kind of jar setup you have. So now you have fed your starter. Okay. I just kind of scrape that off. The other thing I wanted to say was that I forgot to mention to you earlier is when you discard, like say I wasn't baking bread and I was just gonna feed my starter, this you do not want to put down your kitchen sink. It will clog your sinks. You throw it all in the trash. So make sure you get out as much as you can and then just let it sit in the water and dissolve. Okay, so now this is done. Now I'm gonna put my bowl on my scale, and then I'm gonna 0 it out. And then I do 2 loaves, so you can half this recipe or you can do 2 loaves at a time, doesn't matter. I like to do 2 loaves because even if you bake one, you can bake another one the next day. And then I'm gonna do 200 grams of starter. Sometimes I might be a little short. Doesn't really matter, it still works. So, because I think I gave you some of my starter today, so this one is a little low today, but it doesn't matter. Okay, actually I got 200 grams. And then so like this jar, I would like scrape it out with a spatula real good before I rinse that out. And then so that's what it looks like. And then now I'm going to use this, go ahead. Then you 0 it out again on your scale. And then you're gonna put 650 grams of purified water. Or, yeah, okay, I don't want to confuse it with different numbers, so we'll just say 650. This is for 2 loaves. Okay, and then I'm gonna 0 it out on my scale again, and now I'm gonna put 20 grams of salt. Okay, that's 20 grams. And then I like to take it off the scale, and at that point you have like this milky, and then you just give it a little stir. Gosh, this video is long. Just give it a little stir until you think the salt is like dissolved in the water. Nothing crazy. Okay. And then at that point, you put it back on the scale, zero it out, and then I'm gonna put 1,000 grams of flour. And go over. Just take it off the top if I go a little over. So that's about 1,000 grams. And I take the same, you can use whatever you want to mix it with. And then you just mix it. And then just get the sides real good. Once you finish this, it'll become like a real shaggy dough, like real sticky. I don't like to use my fingers because it gets really in my fingers. So once you get it all formed in a ball, I'll show you what to do next.